How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I hope I can do this good.
Um, you always do very well.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so now we're live.
Yay.
Okay, so let me
Good morning.
I don't see on my end.
get it in the chat.
There it goes. Got it.
Hi, Sarah. Here I'm putting the link in the chat. There we go. Okay, there's the link. Always takes a moment to get this set up. All right, we should have people starting to enter soon. Yeah, I can see the link in the. Here we go. There's Kristen. I didn't see Kristen join on YouTube, and she was on it. She's like, forget this mess. I don't need nothing to do with YouTube. I'm just gonna.
Hello, ladies.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. I did not send you the link. I can send you the link. It's in the chat. Do you still need me to send it to you? Okay, wait here. Wait, not here. I don't know. Just a second. I'm sending my moderator the link. Okay, it takes a minute sometimes to get this set up, but then once we do, it's smooth sailing. All right, there we go. Got that going on. Admit all. Okay. Is everyone having a good week? Just a second, I'm sending my moderator the link. We have, is that? I said my side should be muted. Does someone have me on playing on their end?
Got you muted.
Make sure I'm muted. Yep, muted. It's funny how there is a direct lag between the two. I have like
It is
15,000 screens on there, y'all are. I have like it's been such a day from rolling from one thing to the other. I have like 15 screens. I was like, where's my Zoom screen? I cannot find y'all. I found y'all back. Here we are. I got y'all. It's been a week. And as for some of you know, I'm going to be off the first 2 weeks in September. So when you're off, it's just like I have a mountain of social media I need to get recorded. And what happens when you have a mountain of stuff you need to get done for work? You get sick. And then, I had all this time blocked off on my calendar to get things done. And I did push through and record. I think I did like 10 recordings the other day, which is nothing compared to what I need to get done. And I was like, I can't. And the next day, I had all this time blocked to do social media and I did nothing. I just do not like those days. All right. You got your cards ready to go, Misty?
got them.
You got 'em warmed up? You shuffling them?
Yep, I have been.
Okay, very good. They should be nice and warm. How about giving Valerie a reading?
Valerie's first.
Hi,
She's
Dee.
first.
Hi,
Hi.
Christy.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. I'm thrilled that I finally caught both of you live. It's hard to find your schedule.
3 o'clock Friday.
Yeah, we
Oh,
try to make it work. Come on, Paul.
thanks, Dee. I appreciate that heads up.
That's not saying it's on time, but we try to get it.
So next Friday, let's see. For everyone, no, I'm going to MD Anderson. So it is a process when you go there. Valerie, you're probably familiar going to these big, huge hospitals and the process. So they scheduled with me a time to do patient registration.
Oh,
So that's at
pretty
2:30.
bad.
Right. I should be finished in time. Hopefully they don't ask me that many questions. I should be finished in time to do this.
Yeah, I'm pulling for 4 cards. That's what I'm trying to do
Perfect.
here. And listening to Christy, then I lose out. Okay. Okay, Valerie, we got the Knight of Pentacles for you at first. The first one. Uh, I'm not coordinated yet today. You're quizzical about something financial. You don't know what's coming up with it. You have a job that you're wondering about on financials, if you're going to be getting a raise?
Yeah, actually, my boss had sent me an email a couple weeks ago saying I had to help him prove why I should get a raise.
I was just gonna say, there's a question about it. I didn't know if it was from you or from someone else. Okay, yeah, it's still in debate.
Yeah,
They're still kind of
Absolutely.
working on it. Are you really worth it?
of course I am.
Prove it.
That's the issue, Dee. That's absolutely the issue.
Okay, the second one is the Ace of Wands, which it's gonna be, that's a good card. You're pulling through and you'll come up with all the ideas. You know, you don't lie about it, but come up with everything that you do and know that you've stuck with it through this time. So it's it's a good card where you're gonna do all right with it, but you're gonna put some thought into it of what does he expect is what I'm hearing. What does he really want to hear, not what you just think that he should hear. So
Mhm.
put it toward what he's thinking that you should be doing. The third card is the Justice. I like this. Oh, I can't do it. I got my thing on. The Justice card, you've got it in control. You're weighing a difference between the maybe another job, maybe if you don't get what you want on this one. It's in the back of your mind. You haven't really thought about it totally, but it's something that you kind of really want to do, and you might do that in the future. But right now, just get the paperwork and what he needs done. And the last one is the Strength. Whatever you get, whatever happens, you're going to have to be great on the Strength. You're going to be able to take the lion by the head and just, everything's going to be okay. So you can make a decision, or you can go ahead and just stay where you are, and things will be in your favor. And I do see a raise, by the way.
Well, thank you, Dee. I appreciate
So,
that. Good
Hope
things to
that
look forward
helps.
to.
The strength card is one of my favorite cards.
I like that. That can apply to many things. So thank you.
Yes.
You know, for you, it feels like it applies to your overall, like you feel really healthy in all areas. Like I don't see anything kind of wavering in you at all.
Which is good.
For sure. I was just reading the comments. Danny said, "Oh, you had the dentist today. Hopefully it was just a cleaning, Danny." Because everyone loves a dentist, but no one likes a dentist. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right. Who's gonna start us off today? So what the hesitation was is I don't know if y'all saw me look this way, but that's where my moderator was sitting. I was like, why am I looking that way? So I just did a podcast recording with Dee and Pam on like that some death doula, death cafe things, right? It's not out there yet. We haven't published it, but we just recorded it. And so I was referencing a lot of things whenever my father-in-law had passed. So, of course, he's heavily present here. I don't really pay attention to him because he's around so much, but I kept hearing him say, look that way. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm looking at his son. He's lucky I let his son live this long. He says, I know. The man was not sweet on this planet, but every once in a while, he'll say sweet things to me. All right, very good. There is a gentleman stepping up. Okay, excellent. I am hearing the name Ken around this gentleman stepping up. He's showing me that he was a bigger man. He was not just, tall, but had some fluff, had some girth to him. That's the word he's using. But he also is laughing about it. So it wasn't something that he teased. He owns it. He's like, yeah, I got some girth to me. He's owning it. He is showing me that he had, like, I keep doing this. He had head, something in here towards the end of his life because it's more than eye strain. I just felt my head is about to explode behind my eyes. So this gentleman had some kind of migraines or head pain before he passed. He's also letting me know that did I say he served in the military? Did I say that?
I haven't said it yet.
Okay, very good. He served. They showed me so much, and sometimes I don't know what I've said and what I haven't yet. When he was healthy, he is showing me loving to walk in the neighborhood. Like that was his way of getting out. Like if he wanted to release some energy, he's showing me just going out and walking the neighborhood. But why are there no people on the streets when you're walking? Is it a bad neighborhood? No, he liked to go walking at times where it was like early in the morning. He actually is showing me just early in the morning. He didn't particularly like walking at dusk and all of that when there were a lot of people out. He said then he had to talk to them. He did like people, but in small doses, he is saying. That's kind of funny. He had talked to these people. He is showing me that, actually, he is showing me people really annoyed him. Like he is showing me sitting there, you're reading the paper or something, and then someone comes in, he's like, "Oh, God, talk." He wouldn't have be that dramatic, but he is showing me he would be irritated. Like even his wife, I'm hearing a female voice, and he's super irritated over the fact she's talking to him. He'd love my house because I don't care if you're irritated or not. I'm still going to talk to you. My husband's like, straight. I'm talking. You can be as irritated. You can huff. You can puff. It's real cute because I'm gonna keep talking. He is saying that he also, him and I probably wouldn't have gotten along on planet because not only is he like that, he is showing me really having these expectations of his wife doing all, cooking. Like, do I cook for my family? Of course, but it's not like it's an expectation and you have to have it done. And that was more of it. Like, you have to have this done. You have to cook for me. And he didn't have to tell her anymore. She just kind of understood that was the way she was going. But she did go about her business because I hear her yakking. And that is something she would talk just to annoy him. I would have to. If my talking annoys you, good. Thanks for letting me know. He is showing me that, you know, he was just in general, like I thought maybe that was just the personality he had in his house, but he's showing me just kind of being cranky everywhere he went. Even at work, he was cranky. So this gentleman is showing me he was taller. He looks like he was like a bigger guy. I would say around 6 foot, but he also had girth to him. So it wasn't like this tall, thin guy. He was hefty. He is just has that it goes for past just being arrogant. He's just has to be his way. He's cranky. He wants his wife to wait on him. He just doesn't want to be talked to. He doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants it his way. He wants to do what he wants to do and not be bothered. He is also showing me when he was reading the paper or watching TV, he really especially hated that, his wife talking to him. He liked to get out and walk the neighborhood, and he's a person in the neighborhood. People have been like, look, there's a cranky neighbor. There's a cranky neighbor walking when they'd see him walking by. He did like animals. He is showing me he did like dogs. He was not cranky with his dogs. Does this gentleman sound familiar to anyone? No? Jess, does he sound familiar to you at all? You're muted, honey.
There we go. I think I muted myself. Maybe a little bit, just like the crankiness and his wife doing everything and being annoyed, but not the head or the name or anything like that. I feel like it might be my husband's grandpa, but
Do you know anything? Did he have head problems before?
no, he had Parkinson's. But I don't know anything about the head either. So that's why I didn't really say anything because like the personality, definitely.
Yeah. So what
applied.
is his head? Does anyone know, does Parkinson's cause headaches or anything?
I don't know. He just had issues like with his movements and walking. And then his stomach was really distended at the end, but I don't remember anything with his head.
So maybe that's that girth I was feeling. That's interesting. So, because sometimes after like spirits are claimed, I was like, oh, well, maybe it wasn't the head I'm feeling. It was then I can get a clear connection of what it was, but he's still making my head hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he took me right to you because I was like, and
That's
this says something about his personality. Usually they take me to a quadrant in my
Mhm.
screen. I was like, where are you going? And he had me look over there straight at you, not even a quadrant. He had me look right at
The
you.
personality is nailed 1000%. Not with me, but with a lot of his family. He was
Um,
difficult.
yeah,
But
he said something in his person earlier on, and I didn't really know where he was going with it, but now I know because you were pretty.
yeah, he used to say
Did
that.
Yeah, he did used to say that. He liked
Yeah,
to impress the pretty girls.
yeah, I believe it. Hmm.
Very good. So you said this is your, is,
My
oh,
husband's grandpa. It's always my husband's family that comes through.
really?
Never my own. It's always other people, never my own.
Sorry, my moderator just went on because also he just said, "Did you hear that?" And I was like, "What? Was Odin okay?"
Yeah, they're just laying there.
I know the spirit just said that Odin was crying,
He might have been
that he was upset.
crying.
I just sent my husband out there to check on the dogs because your grandpa is saying something's wrong with that boy. I was like, "What boy?" And then he just showed me Odin. So my husband just went out there to check on him. He said Hera was sleeping, Odin's just laying there. What is probably happening, and as I'm about to tell you, your husband's grandfather is confirming it, is the moderator usually comes home, gets changed, and takes them out.
Hmm.
He is bitching about it. My moderator didn't do that. He changed and came in and helped me go live. So,
He needs to go out.
yeah, he doesn't need to.
No, he doesn't.
He wants to.
Yeah, his routine has been messed up. Now, he's talking about, he shows me your husband being very moody lately and very cranky.
1000%.
And I was like, oh, where is this headed? And it has to do with his work.
Yeah, yep. He's admitted that. But he takes it out on all of us.
He's not excusing it. He's just trying to, because first I was like, no, we're not doing that. He said,
Mhm.
I know, but you have to understand. And so I'm having a total argument with your husband's grandfather. I said, no, we don't need to understand. We need to understand he needs to leave that crap at work. If that's where it started, that's where he needs to
Uh-huh.
leave.
I agree.
People, so the other day I said something to someone, he's totally calling me on it, but this is so true. And then we'll get to the real gusp of it. So I'm sure people are. So the average woman, that behavior translated over to a man would be an exceptional man.
Mhm.
We're expected to keep ourselves together,
Mhm.
hair, makeup, go to work, take care of the kids, cook, and be emotionally balanced, right?
Amen.
We're not supposed to come home and, we're supposed to deal with these kids all day long and not be cranky about it. We're supposed to go to work and not be cranky about it. But now, if you translate that behavior over to a man, that's an exceptional man, but it's the average woman.
Agreed.
So his grandfather is totally bringing that up. He's like, that boy needs to pull himself up by the bootstraps and just understand.
And that would be him. He'd be like, get over it, Jared.
That's exactly because he brought that. I was like, Lord, you want me to tell this woman that about her husband? He said, yes, I
No,
do.
that's
And then
totally Oli. That's mhm.
and then he said, and then I have more to say about it. And then after I said that to you, he said, now that boy just needs to pull himself up by the bootstraps and get over himself.
Mhm.
It's a tough life. He's got a family and a beautiful wife, and he needs to get over himself.
I agree.
So I don't know if you want to give that advice to your husband. I don't know how effective
I
that
don't
would
know how
be.
it would not be received well at all.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
It wouldn't. You can direct him to the podcast, to the YouTube live.
Yeah.
I was actually pushing him because I really don't like with a spirit whenever, and this is one of the few that has not come back with. He's not like giving me anything that is, oh, Jess, you might want to try this or try that or try
Yeah.
that. And when I'm pushing him for that information, he said, no. This is not about Jess. This is absolutely nothing about her. This is all about him. And she should not have to change her behavior to accommodate him.
Yeah,
Now,
how do
if
we
you
get
were,
that through his head though? That's the
I was going to
question.
say, if you were coming to me for a mentorship or something like that, I absolutely would give you more legitimate
Yeah,
advice.
no, I agree. I know.
Yeah, this is coming from the spirit, and that's pretty much how he feels about it. So this could also put your mind at ease that you're right. This is not about you.
Hmm.
You don't need to change your behavior to accommodate him.
I've realized that. Yeah.
He does need to switch jobs. Has that ever come up before?
Oh yeah, he just talked about it like last night or 2 nights ago. One of the two. Like lately, he has.
It's not going to change. His grandfather is absolutely saying that he needs to switch jobs.
Yeah.
This is also like the 2x4 on the head for your husband. I don't know if you've heard me talk about that, how spirits will
Mm-mm.
drop synchronicities. And when you ignore them, then they're like, look, you haven't listened. So now we're going to let you know. So
Hmm.
he has been being pushed to leave his job.
Yeah.
He's had those taps on the shoulder and he has not listened to them. So now
Hmm.
it's just to the point where he can't hardly stand it because he should have left 6 months ago, is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
Hmm.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm going to thank your husband's grandfather for stepping up. Maybe we can have one of your people step up.
Maybe someday. Literally it's a friend's or my husband's every single
Have
time.
you ever had a one-on-one reading with me?
I have, yeah, and I've heard from all of them there, but it's been
Oh, okay,
probably
okay.
like 3
I was
years.
like, surely. Okay, very good. That does make me feel better. You did have a one-on-one and people came forward for you. All right, good.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yep.
Jess.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. If you want a card read, you're going to need to be on screen just because I don't make Dee read people who aren't on screen. Dee, can you give Julie a reading, please?
Oh, found her. Okay. Hi, Julie.
Hello.
Okay. Got all four. They just pop right out. I like that. Okay, the first one is the Three of Wands. Let me figure, let's see. Are you in a position where you're debating about maybe a position or a new job, or it's got something to do with job?
No, I'm actually not currently working because I go into surgery next week, which, I mean, that I've been debating about, but I know I need to do it.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay,
Yeah.
the guy is standing in the wand. I don't know if I can do that or not. Can I do it? Can I? No. Anyway, he's you're debating about something. You're really working at trying to debate what's to do and looking into the future. It's not a bad card. It's just that you're trying to strive to what is in my future, what is going to be happening. Yeah, you're really it's a good feeling. I don't have anything bad with it. It's just seeing in the future what it's going to be. The second one follows right behind it with the swords. This one's a Five of Swords. Whatever is going to be, it's all going to be solved. You're in power. You're in demand of the whole thing. If it's surgery, yeah, I could see where that would be. It's going to be a perfect surgery. All the bad people's going to be out of the way. You're going to be
Good.
standing on your own and working mentally. Basically, what you're going to be doing is thinking about what is next now that everything's over. And this Queen of Swords is after that. You're the queen. You've made it. Things are going to work out really well. I feel like you should just take your time. Don't hurry it. Because if you take your
Okay.
time, you're going to heal quicker. You're going to
Okay.
be, if you move around too fast, too quick, thinking you feel good, but you won't if you don't be real quiet with it and settle. It'll
Okay.
just be maybe an extra week. I hear a week.
Okay.
Don't rush the whole thing. And the Ace of Wands is you've got it all under control. Everything's great. And now you can look into the future of being once you're well, but it's going to turn out really well.
everything you just said has been my complete, like, in my head the last few days. Because, back in April, it wasn't successful. And then
Right.
this time around, I felt really good about it and I sat with it and said, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I do right now, it's okay, what's after surgery? What's next? What's next? What's next? As far
Yeah,
as
that's,
career wise, that's all I've thought about the last couple of days.
and you can manifest that too. This is what I
Yeah.
kind of want. This is this is the area I want to head for.
Yeah. Wow. Everything I was thinking, you just got.
Thank you.
Get out of her head, Dee.
Yeah, I mean, it
Uh,
was like spot on, so crazy spot on, actually. It's like my thoughts. You just said
So
right back to me.
I do want to tell you, Julie, Dee reads the cards, but she's reading them intuitively. So where does she get her information from? From your people or from
Yeah.
your guides, from spirit. So it's also a sign that spirit's around you, like you're well supported.
I
Yeah.
hear it. I don't actually go by a card. I get what area I try to pick that, but I hear it said to
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I feel like I can feel it too. Like, I know
I
there's
do.
my mom and spirit guides are like, you got to get it out of the way. You got to get it out of the way so the next can happen.
Yep.
All right. So
Thank
the
you.
next person stepping up is I'm going to say a grandmother. I was about to say a mom energy, but I think I'm going to change that to a grandmother energy. She is letting me know that she was heavy set when and she's showing me, I'm not sure if she was heavy set per se or if it was swelling, but she's showing me like her feet and her shoes. She had a hard time putting her feet in shoes because her feet were so swollen. She is still in the kitchen though. She's in that kitchen cooking and beating pots and pans around. And I see her kind of when she's walking, she's kind of doing this, like she has a bad hip. It's not slowing her down. She's still maneuvering just fine, but there is a little bit of a gimp in her step, is what I'm hearing. She is showing me, okay, I'm just for straight up fried eggs, like not even, sometimes I will have an over easy egg, but I use, no kind of nothing. This is straight up fried eggs. And she is showing me loving breakfast food apparently because she's showing me this plate with fried eggs and toast and some bacon on it. When she sat down, this lady was pretty, now that she's sitting down, she's still showing me that she was pretty heavy. But she said, knew what caused it. I didn't care enough to stop, meaning that she loved her sweets, she loved her food, and she was not going to stop. She is also showing me that she had a lot of health problems because of her weight, though she never would have admitted it. Like she is showing me like the swelling, having diabetes, lots of issues related to her weight, but she was not going to stop. She's also showing me that she loved her TV. And when you walked into the living room, her recliner, or it feels like it rocks because I feel like I'm rocking to get out of it, was on the left. She's also showing me that she was a very casual woman. She wasn't someone who we were going to see putting her makeup on and doing her foo-foo hair. She was a very casual lady. She's showing me being around the house like she's been in I was trying to not say the word that she was giving me, and she was like basically blocking me saying something else because she was saying moo moo. But I didn't really want to say that because I just felt it was a little bit negative, and I was trying to find a different word. And she was like blocking it. So I just also, y'all have heard me say it before, but I always say it again, is that spirit doesn't, if I had wanted her to not block me, I could have, of course, not let her do that. But it just was showing how adamant she was like, no, I wear my moo they were comfy. Does this lady sound familiar to anyone? Look at Danny. Danny said she's in her moo every day when she's home. Man, they're comfy. I'm more of like pants that are 5 times too big for me person. Might as well be a moo. All right, Monique, you want to unmute yourself?
There we go.
Who is this to you?
Maybe my mother-in-law.
Okay, very good. That would make sense because if you are, I don't know if you heard what I was going to say mom, but it wasn't feeling right. So it's like, oh, I'll go with grandma because I just didn't have that mom connection that I usually get with
Mm.
moms, but it kind of felt like a mom. So your mother-in-law was pretty heavy.
Um, maybe to like towards the end, she was very swollen. Yeah. So, I mean, she wasn't like heavy set. She was really small. But she did have like a big bottom. So that's how I
Um,
want to put it.
Very good. So now I was asking her, now, did you ever see pictures of her when she was younger?
Yeah, she was heavy set.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was gonna say we needed to make sure because that was a huge component of her that she was heavy set.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, she's not, this lady is definitely calling. So I was about to say maybe she doesn't belong to you, but she said she showed me a picture when she was younger. I was
Mhm.
like, oh yeah. So you remember her when you seen pictures when she
Yeah. Going through all her pictures for her celebration of life. So
Mhm.
yeah.
And then you might not remember this because you knew her, older, but did she love breakfast food? Why is she being so specifically showing me this fried egg with toast and bacon?
She loved like fried eggs, like with she called them bolitas, like with the yolk. She loved, but she would put so much oil. Like, and
Yeah.
we'd be like, you don't need that much oil.
So very good. Okay, because I was gonna say she was taking me back to that moment in the kitchen. And she's like, "Talk about this," and I said that like I will have an egg that's over easy,
Mhm.
but I don't. I might spray a tiny bit of olive oil or something. But man, no, she was showing me a fried egg, and let me tell
Yes.
you, this bad boy was fried. Um, she's telling me how good it was. Well, I imagine in a perfect world where calories didn't matter, I might eat my egg like that. She is. Now, this lady was funny. She like kind of teased because she's saying, you just don't know fried in bacon grease. I remember that growing up, Danny. And even as a young adult, I did that, fried those eggs in bacon grease, and they were delicious. Yummy, yummy. I need to stop this, making me hungry.
True.
She is. Okay, so now you're still married to her son.
Yes.
She's saying happy anniversary. Have y'all recently had an anniversary?
The 10th of July.
Mm-hmm. She is saying that, of course, there's no judgment. It's just she's saying that y'all spend so much time like working and kids and that you need to start pouring back into yourself. She's not by any means saying that there's anything wrong with your marriage at all.
Mhm.
She's just saying, y'all need to take some time for yourselves. You need to do something for yourself.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of you, either you or your husband, has really been wanting y'all to get like a weekend away or a night away. Which one of you has been talking about that?
Um, I think like kind of both of us. Yeah.
She's saying to make that happen, that you can talk and you can talk, and 10 years from now, it still won't have happened.
Okay.
She was saying you need to start pouring into your relationship. And again, not because anything's wrong, just
Mm.
because she's showing me how, it just builds those connections more.
Yeah.
Now, do you work?
I just started a new job today.
And how did that go?
It went really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time there today. So I feel like it's gonna go good.
I feel like it's going to go good, but I feel like you're saying this is for the birds. Are you working full time?
No, it's part-time. I'm also a caregiver for my autistic nephew. So I'm doing that too.
Are you currently doing that?
Mhm.
I think you're going to get burned out.
Yeah. I don't really like need another job, but I just kind of wanted to contribute more. So
Okay, so this is your mother, unless she's just saying, honey, you contribute enough. Like all those things I was talking about women doing, you do all those things.
yeah.
And she's saying that is enough of a contribution. She is, I don't know if this lady wasn't to me much because she said, in my head, I was like, well, what if her husband is saying that, she needs to contribute more? Well, that's my boy. She can just slap him around and tell him what to do with himself. Was that her personality on planet?
Yeah. She was like more like, I don't know, he always says like, oh, she always loves you more and this and that.
Love
So,
you more?
yeah.
I believe it because she's just like, he don't understand. And she was like, I thought she was going to be defending her son, but she was not defending her son at all.
No, yeah, he was always like, yeah, my mom always loved you,
Yeah, she
always
did.
shaking my side, kind of like, yeah.
She said he didn't know. Like he just had an unrealistic. He didn't know.
Yeah.
So now she's also mentioning that your husband was actually a little bit spoiled. I don't know if
Mhm.
he realizes it. And she is taking responsibility for that.
Yeah.
She's like, I just did way too much for that boy.
Definitely spoiled.
And she is referencing that. And because of that, she says sorry. She's also referencing, okay, more money is coming your way. She's showing me money coming your way.
Okay.
I was like, are we winning the lottery? And she's like, no, honey, nothing like that. Why not? I think that'd be fun,
That would. I wish.
right? Does someone owe you money?
No.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out because I see just money coming your way. It's not from a job. I don't see my sign for a bonus. I just see money coming your way, like someone is just handing you money.
That's very interesting.
So it'd be interesting to see how that works out. Like if it's someone's birthday coming up.
My husband's birthday is in November. My stepdaughter is next month, but other
Yeah,
than
it
that,
feels
yeah.
it feels more like it's coming to you or your husband, but November is too far out.
No.
Does your husband do side jobs?
No, he doesn't.
I didn't feel like that either, but I thought I would ask because it's just so funny. She's showing me this hand coming out of like nowhere and with money in it and giving it to y'all.
I can't
Mhm.
remember. Yeah.
Well, when that happens, you're gonna have to message me and let me know because we
I
need to.
will. That's
And she is
very
saying that, if as long as you're enjoying the second job, go right ahead, but you are going to get burned out. And at that moment, she wants you to quit because she said it's just too much. You already do enough.
hmm
And she understands you wanting to help, but no, you do enough.
Okay.
She's saying if anyone can get a second job, her son can. I'm not advocating that. It's just her defending you.
Okay.
She also is saying, y'all have a cat? Who has a cat?
Her daughter. She like takes in strays and it just had kittens. So yeah, yeah.
She said a word that I couldn't. Does she speak Spanish?
Yeah, like Spanglish, kind of, like
English. Well, she just said a word like what are you going to do with her? Is the energy I got off the word, but I couldn't place the word.
uh
It was
I'm
in love, but it was like, what are you going to do with that girl?
yeah, that's probably yeah.
But it was, she said, but I didn't know what it was.
I'm trying to think of the word, but I get like what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yes. She totally messes with those cats in her house, but she says enough is enough.
Okay. I'll have to tell her that.
This will be on the, this will be on the, it will be recorded and on
Yeah.
YouTube. She is saying that her daughter still talks to her and that she can hear her. So make sure you let her know that. And
Okay.
also, she's the one who has sent her, it looks like a hummingbird. She's showing me this bird coming up and almost looking her daughter in the face and flying off.
Okay.
So it looks like a hummingbird, but if she said no, it was a whatever. Okay. But anyway, this bird comes up and looks her in the face and flies off.
Because also that happened to me also. That's like what you're saying. A hummingbird came like right above my head.
Very good.
And there was like no trees or anything, so I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then it flew away.
That would have been your mother-in-law. That's
Okay.
going to be her sign to people. So just know that whenever that hummingbird does that to anyone, her kid, well, you know, her kids or
Mhm.
you, something like that, it's going to be her.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. We're getting narrowed down here. Okay. We'll give Melissa a read. Y'all are like, this is so cute. I love that y'all, you know, because we have like this fun group that comes on Fridays and almost everyone gets a read from Dee. It's so cute.
Okay, we got Melissa.
Do you have Melissa? Do you see her?
Yeah, I see her now. Oh, she moved and I didn't know where she went. When the screen shifts, does that.
Oh, yeah, it does popcorn. That's what I call it. Pop.
Or
And everyone
that's a
goes-
good word for it. It just disappears or goes.
Right.
or-
Well, everyone, I'll be looking at someone talking and it pops. I was like, oh my goodness, where'd they go?
This is funny so far. They're all pentacles. Every one
Wow.
of them. I got one more to go. There's the other one.
Is that Pinnacle too?
No, it's the tower.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to mute myself now.
This is going to be interesting. Okay, Four of Pentacles. You're making a decision again. Melissa, you're always doing decisions.
My
I
mind never
did that last
stops.
week.
Yeah, it never stops.
It's funny, when I do these, I do not remember what I tell you guys. Sometimes remember, like with Valerie, I remember, or who did I have? That's doing, Julie, going to do the surgery, but I don't usually remember. So this
It's a
is all
sign that
kind
you're
of new.
channeling.
Oh, okay. Is that why?
Yeah, because
Okay.
you're not thinking the information, you're just channeling it.
Because I'm
through.
just channeling it or bringing it in. Yeah, this is I think this is a career. It feels like a career. You've got yourself grounded on a couple of the pentacles, but you're also trying to figure out which way you want to go with something at work. And you've already got ideas, but you need to try to pinpoint exactly what you want in that job. It's one way or the other way, or somebody's telling you that they want it that way and you don't want to do it that way. So you're going to stand on a job position or it's something it's paperwork, something to do with paperwork. You're going to have to stand on your ground of going wishy-washy. Okay, well, I got the idea. This is the way we're going to do it. That kind of thing. The Ace of Pentacles is next. And it goes with that perfectly because you're going to stand your ground and it's going to come up to where you're going to say, okay, I am going to do this. And they're going to really like it. But I think it's some kind of a project, some kind of an idea, and it's going to be yours totally. The next one is the Five of Pentacles. Going to be working with somebody that's not really up to par. And instead of letting them go, you're going to be working with them to go through the office or through the ideas that you have and they have, but you're going to be guiding them, kind of like a coordinator. And the last one is the Tower. Something's going to be upsetting throughout the whole office, and you're going to have to really stand up to what is going to be done or not done. Maybe a position of either selling the company or let me see what it's something with the company itself. New hands, new manager, something's with the manager.
What do you do, Melissa?
It's something to do with the manager.
Well, the only way I know when last time it was about my job, the only way this would happen is if I completely left Samford where I'm at. Because I'm a one person thing. I don't work with anyone in my position. This is only a one person job. So if the only way that this would happen is if I left there completely. Because this new position is just me. It's not anything where I work with anyone else. I don't make decisions. So I don't know. I know this is kind of where you picked up last time. So I'm not saying it can't happen in the future, but something would have to drastically happen for me to leave where I'm at. And it
So
would
it's
have to be,
funny if the same energy has come up twice. So you're saying, Melissa, this is kind of the same thing that was said last time or something?
yeah, and it's not applying for my job right now. It's not, I just took this job. I have no intentions of leaving it. If I left it, it would be because something phenomenal would come in or I would be moving. I have no plan, but I'm a one person thing. I don't work with coworkers. I don't anything. It's just me. And I don't make decisions. I don't do anything.
Well, it's
It's
just
not.
interesting that the energy has come up twice in 2 weeks now. So I'm wondering, okay, so what's the spin on this that we're missing?
Is your do you have a manager above you that is not in good shape health-wise?
Health-wise?
Yes. There's something to do with who's ever above you. It's either a manager or it's not a coordinator. It's a manager, somebody that's the boss. Because what I feel and what I feel I feel like a heart attack. It's gonna just blow up the whole thing. Not that you're gonna be moving anywhere. It's just they're because I pulled a card right after that, and it's the Knight of Swords. And you're going to go full-fledged ahead, whatever this happens, but it's got something to do with the boss.
So the corporation is like a huge medical facility. We're like, it's
You've
not
got somebody above you, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Her position wouldn't have anything to do with me. And I
those cards
have to be careful. I have to be careful in what I say because this is live, but I
Yeah.
would say that I do not want to be in a management position. I'm happy with where I'm at. I wouldn't want to be at that level.
What were the cards
And
again, Dee?
the company won't
What
dissolve
were the
because
cards again?
What's the cards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was a Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Knight of Swords.
Okay.
It's a heavy feeling. It's a heavy. It's the energy is not flowing. It's just real heavy as if something's going to happen. But it's not to Melissa. It's above her.
No, it's not to Melissa at all.
Yeah. It's
not
just
to.
that you're going to be involved with it.
All of that could be, but in terms of me making decisions and paperwork and stuff, that's not, does that make sense? Like that's
Yeah,
not
okay.
applicable to my job. But
Okay.
if there was somebody ahead of me, that could change the dynamics of the business itself.
That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm feeling.
But in my job, it's a one-man job. There isn't ever going to be five of us. There isn't ever going to be even two of us. It's not going to be anything that I'm going to be involved in on what happens up there. Does that make
Hey, I
sense?
can be wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. It's one of those things where,
can't
because
pull it.
especially since the energy has come up now twice, 2 weeks in a row. Like, what are the odds you would have gotten the same card saying kind of the same thing 2 weeks in a row? That wouldn't have happened, and for you to be wrong. It's just one of those situations where we're not quite sure how the energy is playing out yet. And
Come
I
back
do
next
feel,
week.
I was going to say, I feel that. So now this heaviness that you're feeling, Dee, I don't know that it's necessarily heaviness because when I tap into the cards, I feel my heart starts beating faster, like it's almost here. Like whatever it is, oh, it's almost about to happen. Like last week, I kind of remember you reading these, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. But this week, I'm like, oh, it's almost like a jolt.
I guess we have to stay tuned, huh? Everybody
Yeah.
stay tuned.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's,
All right.
I mean, I completely believe it's, not that it's not going to happen. I just don't know that it's going to pertain to me in those dynamics because there's no way I would take any, not even a lead position at
Yeah.
where I work. It's because
Tell
it's
us
a
how
very
you really
hard-
feel about that, Melissa. Like she's
Yeah.
been very adamant about that.
Well, because it's a very hard role to have,
Yes.
and there's a lot of expectations on them. So I give
Mhm.
them a
Yeah.
lot of credit, but it's not, I would leave before I would take a management or leadership
Mhm.
position.
I hear it's a heads up.
Yeah, it is. It is a heads up. It's just interesting to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
All right. So the next spirit stepping up feels like it's a young man in his 20s. He is showing me he passed from a car accident. Has something to do with work, like he was on his way to work, on his way home from work. I'm hearing loud music in the car, and I do not feel like it was his fault because he is showing me driving. I'm listening to this music. I'm going about my business, and all of a sudden, boom, it's one of those shocking moments. He did not even feel it coming. He is showing me that he was driving a car, not a truck. I don't know why that's so important, but that is what he is showing me. He's also showing me he was like a thinner guy. He's very excited, like something about this job that it feels like he hadn't been there very long. He was very excited about it. Like I feel excited to come home and tell someone, whether it's his mom or a spouse. I just feel very excited about it. It does, you see,
Yes.
did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear Odin? He actually did just cry. Remember that spirit earlier said he's complaining. He's out there actually crying now. And he's not crying because he needs to go out. He's crying. That's a fit cry. Have you ever heard a dog throw a fit?
Poor baby.
He's like, "Oh." Like, can you hear me?
Give him too much credit there, Sarah.
What Sarah
She
say?
said poor baby.
Yeah, not poor baby. You know he's a punk. I love him, Sarah, but you know he's a punk. Okay. This kid is totally laughing over this scenario. He's a man. He's a kid to me, but he's a man. And he's showing me having a great personality. Like he wanted to laugh and joke. His way through life was just joking and having joy. I did a soul plan on someone today, and he showed me there's a number in the soul plan system that people kind of get to their higher octave or higher vibration for looking at through joy. And this number is 21-3, and he showed me that number. So this kid was someone who had just gotten a job, who was very excited about this job, like so much fun, loved music. Oh my goodness, everywhere around him, I have heard music. And I am completely blindsided by this car. I don't see this car coming. I don't, like, one minute I'm here and the next minute I'm not. He is showing me that he was like on his way home to tell someone about this new job he had gotten. And I want to take off, and this is what has gotten me because I feel myself taking something off, but why would he be excited about working in somewhere where you had to wear an apron, like a restaurant or something? Maybe he was excited about that. But I just feel him taking something off and putting it to the side as he gets in. And it reminds me of when I would wait tables. I would, before I get in the car, I'd take my apron off and put it in the car. I'm wondering if it wasn't a restaurant because I'm even feeling the weight. I don't know if any of you have ever waited tables, but the weight of the money in that I can feel the weight in this apron as he is putting it over there. He is showing me that he had like sandy brown hair, a decent looking kid, and he had some hair. Does this guy sound familiar to anyone? Anyone gonna claim this kid? Okay, where are we going? He's taking me down to Jenny. Jenny, does this kid sound familiar to you?
The only person I know would have been one of Sarah's husband's friends that I kind of dated off and on, but he died in a car accident, but I don't think he was driving.
Do you know anything about him if he had just like gotten a new job? Did you know anything about that?
I don't. Sarah, do you know if he did? I don't think he did.
No, and he was more of like a mechanic type person than like a waiter.
Did
And-
he?
Oh.
Did he change clothes or something when he got off from work?
I don't think so, because he would usually hang out in his garage, so he didn't really change. And his accident was on a Friday night, so he wasn't getting off work or going. He was out with a friend, and they got in a rollover accident, so he wasn't alone.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, Jenny, no one else that you can think of that this fits?
I don't think so.
The only other person down there is Leslie. But it doesn't feel like it's resonating with Leslie.
I don't know any, thank goodness, I don't know anyone that died in their 20s.
Right. It didn't feel like you were right next to Jenny, but it didn't feel like it. Even when I was saying, well, Leslie's down there, it is not fitting.
No.
I'm hearing an H name around him, like a Harry or a Harold, but it doesn't feel like it's his name. It feels like it's around him. Does that help anyone? Okay, give me something else, Jude. He is showing me, he keeps taking me back. He's giving me more information about the accident. Someone ran a red light. It was either him or someone else, but he is showing me it's an intersection and someone ran a red light. And he didn't, like I said, he didn't even see it coming. So I'm going to let that sit with y'all and see if it comes to anyone or if over the next week it comes to someone's attention. Like you start hearing a friend pass that you didn't know had passed or something like that. All right. He's looking over my shoulder like, okay. Like he is so confident you're going to be able to figure out who this is. I'm seeing a red car also. Like he is so focused on this accident. All right, Dean, you want to give Kristen a read?
Kristen, where's Kristen? Okay, see her.
She's in the middle of
Right-
my screen. I don't know where
Right
she
in
is.
the
for you all.
middle. Yeah, right
Yeah,
in the
she's
middle
right
of the
in for me
screen.
too.
Crazy cards. Mine are real fat and real long and they're real hard to handle.
Mine are too sometimes.
I play with them so I get used to how they do. And there we go. Okay. I got wands, the 8 of wands. Everything's coming at you. You got a lot of drive. You're going forward. Now I got to figure out, is it work? Let's see, work, life. I think it's your life. Got a lot of things going on all at once, a lot of projects, a lot of people wanting this and wanting that. You're trying to sort it all out. Yeah, it's in your life. Number 6, swords is a progress, conflict. You got conflict with people wanting things all at once. You
Well,
gotta just, huh?
a little.
Pardon? A little?
Yeah.
Looks like a lot. It's not just a little, it's a lot. Yeah, you're getting there across ideas that you want to do, but you're having a lot of outside activity, a lot of outside people telling you what to do. You got to sort it out. You got the justice of the swords. You're going to balance out what you're learning or what you're seeing. And if anybody gets in your way, you're going to knock it down, knock the idea down because you're going to stand on your own. You're real solid in what you want. And the 7 of wands, again, it's a drive of what you're going to be wanting to get in return, and you're going to fight for it. I still think it's in your life. It's not a job. It's basically somebody that you want to you want to do. You want to get your ideas across to them that this is what I want to do. So I feel like it's in the life, it's not work. Correct? Not correct?
It definitely probably makes more sense at work, but I guess it could be life too. But I mean, that all definitely resonates for.
Kind of all goes together
Yeah.
because you're still being pulled in so many directions, and you're going to have to stand up for what you want on what you need and to get everything done and in line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Really.
Good
Thank you.
job, Dee.
Appreciate it.
You did a good job. I'm sorry, I was reading some thing in my head to tell you my husband has 3 Harold's here in his family and being grandpa you read, but I don't know of a young person associated with that. I felt like I needed to say that. Well, thank you, Jess. I want you to check and see. I'm sitting with the information about this guy, but it would be my husband's dad, late 20s, but you said young man. I did say young man, but I said 29 was the exact age I said earlier, Michaela, but I said around 29. So are either one of you going to claim this man? He's very confident. The car accident, does that fit, Michaela? He was on his way to work. Okay, unmute yourself, Michaela.
Sorry, I'm running from kids as usual. Running away.
Run to the bathroom, go fast.
Literally what I'm doing. I'm sprinting through the house. Go away, go away.
And I can just see it happening. They're like, there goes mom. We can catch her. We can catch her.
But no, I almost didn't want to say anything because he had came through last week. He was on his way to work. I don't know what kind of vehicle. Granted, that was way before my time.
Right.
He did have lighter colored hair, just as my husband does. But yeah, that's really all the information I know.
And then I said he was in his late 20s. I said around 29 or something. You did say in his late 20s.
Yeah, because my husband was only like 4 or 5, and he was so little.
And then did someone run a red light? Did you hear?
We don't know exactly what happened. That's the crazy part. We do know what's really crazy is him and my husband's mom had gotten a fight, but she remembers she's sitting at work and she heard sirens and she just knew it was him. That was it. We don't know if another vehicle caused it. Nothing. That's the crazy part. We have no idea. Because there wasn't another vehicle on site, but it was like crazy the way the wreck was. Like, how could he just be driving and then, like all of a sudden this.
Well, it's funny that he has, and so that's probably why he's coming through. So now, for those of you who are in the Divine Collective, we just met the other day and we were kind of in a crime solving spree. So now I have to fess up that when this guy came through, I don't know if y'all saw me, but when Dee was reading, I was looking over their spirit. I was just like, okay, yeah. I love all you people. Can we have something juicy? Does anyone, and then I was asking Spirit World, does anyone on my screen have something juicy that happened? And so I was debating. I saw this young man approaching. I was like, I don't know what you got. And he shows me being in this car accident. And I was like, is that really as juicy as we got? Okay, well, I guess we'll go with it. So from the get-go, he was talking about another car being involved, right? So that's why he was stepping up. So now, no, this is someone else. Leslie was just asked if this was the guy from the meeting. No, but I kind of wanted something juicy. I was like in this crime solving spree from Divine Collective was feeding over. I was like, do we have anything juicy over there? And this is what we got. And so he was stepping up, and the first thing he kept saying, I was blindsided. Something happened. So no, there was another car there. So Michaela, do you know anything about how the accident happened?
No, they couldn't even track it, which is crazy. It's also in a really, really tiny town, mind you. Like, again, I was actually in the Divine Collective and we were trying to figure out another thing. It's kind of like that. It's the same town. You will never find anything out. If you want information, don't live there because you're not going to get it.
Mm-hmm. Are you?
But
What is
it
that?
was
Stitches get or snitches get
yes,
stitches.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was bad enough where he flew out of the vehicle and the vehicle had, crushed him, but he was still alive at the scene. It was a whole ordeal. It was crazy. That's all I do know.
If he was alive at the scene, he showed it and lived long.
Yeah.
He was like he's showing me just basically not feeling his body.
Oh yeah, no, because it was, I think my husband said he was crushed from the chest down. So as soon as they pulled the vehicle off of him, it was kind of like, you know. So it would completely make sense that, he probably did not feel his body at all.
Yeah, he's showing me I'm feeling completely disconnected from my body.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was wondering if he had, yeah, I'm surprised he was even alive at the scene because I'm not even feeling my body. It wasn't someone who did it purposely. I'm just feeling someone being very distracted. And I don't know if he swerved to miss them. Did he hit a tree? Did he flip over? What happened here?
Yes, he flipped. And I believe it was like almost in the ditch is where this is just from what I'm hearing also, just trying to like connect my memory here. That it clear that he did swerve of some sort. Truck had flipped and it landed in the ditch on top of him.
Okay, now it's funny because you said he was in a truck. He's been very clearly showing me a red car.
Okay, it could have been a car. I'm saying
No, but I
just
mean,
on the
it's
way to
funny
work.
that I'm wondering if he's pointing us to the person because from the get-go, I
I
was
don't
telling you,
know. I should ask my husband. I don't know exactly what vehicle they had at the time.
yeah.
I
Before
do
you
know,
Okay.
man, I know they had vehicles. That's all I do know. That family loved them some vehicles.
Oh, so they had more than one.
Yeah.
Because even from before you claimed him, he kept telling me there was another car involved, another car. And
Okay,
that was part of the
so
identification. So he said that before we even knew that there was another one at the scene.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll ask him too, like, what vehicle did your dad drive? Because he could very well know, because the topic is talked about
And was it
pretty
an
frequently.
intersection? Like, because he's showing me an intersection.
And there's a lot of intersections there, which is crazy. I mean, you could go down a dirt road and there's going to be an intersection. Any street, there's not one just ongoing street there. And I know it was close to the hospital because that's where his mom worked and she heard the sirens.
Oh, wow.
So it was close by. It wasn't very far.
Mm-hmm.
So if she was able to hear them, get to the scene, then it was not very far at all from the
I
hospital.
asked him, I said, y'all got in an argument? And he said, it was just so stupid. It was just so stupid. He did love her. Did she ever doubt that?
Oh, I'm sure she did. I mean, if they fought, back and forth, but I mean,
he was a player.
probably. I don't know about that. I'd have to ask her. She'd tell me.
Would she? Did she know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she knew.
Yeah, she must have. I mean, I know there was some fights, but at the end of the day, I do know that that woman is still just so in love with him that
Oh, he was so in love with her. He really was. I mean, he was just one of these guys who I don't think wanted to settle down, but he loved her so much. He settled down or tried to.
That makes sense. Especially how she is.
All right. Thank you, Michaela.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining me. It's kind of fun. We're getting this core group here on Fridays. It's been fun. All right. Y'all have a good week.